Alrighty, we're out here in beautiful Lexington, Kentucky. Myself, Zach Vance, and
Zeke Friedemann.
We're out here watching Tweeny Weeny Nation, Justin Barr and Grant Klapwijk versus.
Yes, versus. I don't know what their team name is, but Kyle Ackermann and Mayo from Columbus, both Ohio State boys, and we're having a good Akron versus Columbus match-off.
Yeah.
So we have a good camera crew, and we're about to roll. Are we good?
And yeah, for sure. What are your predictions for this?
Yeah, so I've gotten to play or see all of these guys play recently.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm pretty interested to see how this rolls out. Off the bat, I'm a fan of Mayo and Kyle in this matchup.
For sure.
I played against Kyle last weekend. He and Peter John played us in Ohio versus Kentucky. They were both really good. Kyle looked good. Good to see him back after his injury and recovery. And then I've always been a big Mayo fan. Grant wrecked me though in Pennsylvania a couple weeks ago. So
yeah,
I like them. I like him and Justin a lot. So
yeah, I think although Mayo and Kyle are probably the favorites here, I think you can't, or that Grant and Justin are forced to be reckoned with, even though they're a little more less known. I'm super excited to see this though. Let's get started.
Yeah, it'll be awesome.
Starting off with the rock paper scissors.
RPS action. Yeah, so Tweeny Weeny Nation has some fresh jerseys. I think this is the debut of their jersey match together. Grant wore it last week for his team, but this is the first time they've worn them together. Pretty fresh-looking jerseys.
Yeah. All right. So to start off, we got Kyle to serve for Columbus. Goes with the drop.
Just a little side pocket on that one.
Now you know.
Kyle's second serve.
Oh, sorry, 0 second.
Leaned in really hard there.
Yeah.
It lifted up. So Kyle did this last week, and it worked actually pretty well. It's consistent. He leans forward on his left foot and does a pretty consistent
Ooh,
jam.
big left serve from Grant there. Great ace.
Gosh, how did that hit my hand?
So for those of you that don't know, we are playing with the new 2021 SRA rules. So what that means is there's 7-foot serving with lean. So now you can lean in and break the plane, as well as soft touch. So off the first touch, if the ball is still going up and you're within 7 feet, you can touch it again and set your partner. As well as the no-hit zone, which is the major one, keeping people from getting on top of the net and hitting. They have to hit from 1.5 feet away.
Changes a lot.
Yeah.
So Grant had a big pocket there. He lands his second serve. Got to play here.
Oh my gosh.
Good backhand put away by Kyle. And obviously, interesting thing here is Kyle is a lefty. So if you're not used to playing with the lefty, setting and all that can be interesting, especially with no-hit zone.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Right there.
Looked like Mayo had a chance at it, but wasn't quite prepared for the shot that Justin hit there.
Yeah, so we have a little bit of soft ground here, so I feel like diving is going to be an option. Mayo could have laid out for that one, I think.
No.
Justin catches back lip.
Just barely. What do you think are going to be the key factors for them this
31 seconds.
series for Tweeny Weeny Nation to take it home?
Yeah, I think off the net hitting, or not necessarily off the net, but just hitting hard and accurately for Justin is going to be big if he can do that consistently. And then Grant obviously is a really talented server, so depending on how that plays out and what Kyle Mayo's serve receive is like, that could make a big difference in this series.
Yeah.
So I think Kyle and Mayo are the more rounded of the 4 players.
Grant walks away with a lucky one there. Kyle
Grant with
first
a
touch
bit on that hit, and Kyle was able to, or wasn't able to get a good up.
Lucky break for Tweeny Weeny there.
42 seconds.
Grant steps up to serve, doubles, faults again.
Goes soft on the second serve and doesn't get it on. Let's see.
I'll go. Okay.
Get a score.
3-4 first.
But yeah, I do agree. I think Ohio, Columbus is the more rounded players. They got cleaner sets and stuff, less mistakes. But I think Grant and Justin are more explosive. They can take over a game randomly.
You're fine.
Yeah.
You know. Although I am a big consistency fan, I would love to see some hype plays out of Tweeny.
No, I thought it was good.
A little disagreement on this one.
Disagreement on the hit. It looks like Mayo hit it and it hit maybe the back of his hand on the hit.
Yeah,
so Mayo called it bad on himself.
It looked super weird.
Yeah, it just like stuck on my hand.
Okay, 6-3.
All right, 6-3 is the score. Kyle with a good return. Mayo with a middle set. Kyle does well to find the spot that was open there.
Yeah, and part of that right there, and this may or may not be what happened, but I don't know how much Mayo and Kyle play with each other, but setting intentionally to Kyle's left hand with the no-hit zone is going to be hard. So right there, he set him to do a righty push, I think, and Kyle's probably not going to do that. So he had to settle for the lefty backhand drop.
For sure.
So Kyle's second serve does his lean that he's going to, I think, do all day.
Gave some trouble to Justin. Oh, in the ground. Eats Justin out.
Yeah.
Falls him up.
And that was mostly a little bit of a botch set by Grant just based on Justin's positioning. But that serve of Kyle's, it's interesting because it's far superior to a just a gentleman's put on.
Yeah.
Has a little heat behind it.
Yeah.
So
And he's tall, so he's basically serving from 5 feet there.
Yeah, 4.5 to 5 feet.
7
for sure.
5 first.
All right, Grant's up to serve.
And at that distance, you probably don't need to hit the ball hard. Just put
Yeah.
it into their chest, and they'll have difficulty with it. And it showed.
Grant puts his second serve on, and then Mayo drops it on 2. And that's going to be the interesting thing about
6 7.
doing gentleman's serve is that if you get a decent touch on it, hitting on 2 is much more of an option.
Yeah, definitely. I will say I'm not liking the fact that I'm not seeing Tweeny go for their second serves as much. They want to keep the ball on, but I think in this matchup they need to try and go for more and play to their strong suits rather than trying to play Kyle and Mayo's game.
Sure.
Because I don't think they're going to beat him in a consistency game.
Yeah, I agree. Justin hits it there, and Kyle gets a little hand, but Mayo's not able to track it down. Justin's up to serve. Goes for the left. It's a little back pocket rim action, so he will have a second.
8-6 second.
Goes for a drop. Oh, and then Mayo has a nice low hit.
Yeah, right through me.
Meg's Grant. That was good looking.
You hate to see it. Hit him right in the Tweeny Weenie.
7 8. Yeah.
He tweeny ween the tweeny wieners.
Carry.
Yep.
Kyle calls a carry on Grant, and
Big call there.
No dispute, so they're going to get a break out of it.
Oh,
Really,
Kyle.
really wide lefty serve from Kyle. 2 breaks in a row.
9 8.
9 to 8. A third.
That one I thought
Is
was.
that lip?
Yeah.
I thought it was clean.
Grant
David, you thought it was clean? Good serve. Yeah.
Grant called lip, and
Good serving. Keep putting
Seems like the observer went with clean there.
Trevor went with clean. So that's 3 breaks in a row, which you gotta put a stop to this.
Yeah. Well,
Tweeny weenie.
which they needed though.
Gosh darn it,
Tweeny
my
Weenie
bad,
was
man.
up
Yeah.
earlier.
Yeah. Break.
Yeah.
Yeah. So now it's 10-9, I believe.
Okay.
9-10.
9 10. 9 10 first.
Oh, nice serve out of
Heck
Grant.
of a serve by Grant.
Yeah,
And
it's
that's what they're
hard.
gonna have to have.
Yeah,
They're
that's
gonna
what they
Here you
need.
go.
A few more banes like that.
It's not
Look at this one.
helping.
tied at 10s.
10 all first.
Ooh,
A little front rim.
I like the little fake action though.
Yeah, just to give you a little insight, it's probably
10
around
seconds.
50 degrees.
Yeah.
Got a little bit of wind, so that could come into play. And it's a
Beautiful day though.
Beautiful day. Got some sun. It's a little. It rained earlier
My bad.
last night and
Is this
this
hard?
morning, so
Yeah, I'll go.
got a
Let him
little
done.
bit of moisture on the ground,
11 10 first.
which we've already seen. We saw a little slippage earlier.
Yeah.
Smart on 2 from Grant there.
Great backhand on 2 for Grant.
I should still get around
Perfect touch from Justin.
Was that a
really
lefty
led to it.
backhand? I think that was.
Yeah, had to be right.
Great hit by Grant.
11.
Oh, if Justin gets that angle, it's going.
Thanks, Ashton.
11 second.
Put on by Justin.
You got it.
We got a defense.
Interesting
defense
lefty
touch
out of
here.
mail there.
Yeah, I got it.
Nice lick. We got a rally. And a great put away
should
by
stayed over
Kyle.
there.
That thing barely came off the net height wise.
Yeah.
Kyle?
Yeah, some sloppy hitting there, and that's what's gonna. Those are gonna be defensive opportunities, but it's just gonna be about who can put those away. And Kyle's
2-1.
landing on a nice hit to put it away.
Yeah. I think it all came down to the set there, right? Like
Thank you.
Justin's set was a little shaky, or not Justin's. Grant's set that Justin was a little shaky,
2-1
so then
second.
he led him to hit bad as well as the one for
Side.
Kyle and Mayo.
Yeah.
Once you get a nice set right where you want it, though, I think Kyle's gonna put it away 99% of the time.
Grant's up to serve at 12. 12-12. Grant's second serve. Let's see if he puts it on. He goes for a drop.
A lot of backhands
a
out
lot
of
of
Kyle,
a lot of backhands overall. The games,
Yeah,
the
true.
games had a ton. Grant's had a couple. Kyle's had probably 3.
Hopefully, we'll see soon. Both teams starting to make the adjustment for that to defend that hit. You know, especially because
Right.
it's happened at least 10 times already.
Right, you can't let that happen many more times without.
Oh.
adjustment. Looks like Justin stayed out of the no hit zone there.
Yeah.
Had to circle around it to keep his feet out.
Here you go, Justin.
So for those of you that don't know, with the new rules, even after you hit the ball and the ball's hit the ground, you can't fall into the zone with your momentum. You have to get all the way out. So that's why
Yeah.
he did that little hop and danced around Mayo and Kyle.
Right. Yeah. So it could be 2 seconds afterwards if you continue to fall. If you don't replant your momentum outside of the circle, and that's for serves and for hitting.
Ooh, good drop out of Kyle there.
Great drop by Kyle Grant. And right there, I think that's a situation Grant's going to have to get on the ground. You got to get under that
Yeah.
and sell out for it. And Grant wasn't able to do it. Got a
I don't
bad
know.
touch.
He's trying to keep that jersey a little clean,
trying
you know?
trying to keep the
5-3.
clean threads as clean as they can be. Got to put on.
Good.
Great hit by Justin.
Not very many times you see a wrap in the new hit zone.
Yeah,
now.
and
Here we
and
go.
right there, he just
4-5.
looked at the defense and saw where they were playing, and his hit wasn't perfect, but it was away.
Another backhand.
Good
Justin
touch
reads
by
it well. Did he just miss that?
It's okay, we take those. You're good.
Oh,
He got
okay.
So an interesting hit on 2 by Grant, but a great defensive touch
We got 5 all.
to get
5
that point.
Ooh, went with the righty from Grant. Grant's normally a lefty, as is Kyle, so that is a good look for him. Great serve.
Good serve. Might be.
All right,
No,
so
my fault, my
Tweeney
fault.
goes up
It's not
6-5.
your fault. 6-5?
Pretty late here
6-5.
in the game.
6-5 first. No.
Oh, interesting. Doesn't have to
They
play
elect
that.
to not- and I actually agree with that call. I think that's the right call by Kyle. 6-5, second serve by Grant,
6-5 second.
and he lips the second one as well. So it's 6-6.
Let's go, man.
Let's see if you can close this game in the last couple points and
Yeah.
get a break.
Sixes.
Here's where the consistency is going to matter from Columbus, right? Down to the wire. Tweeney's got their breaks. They need to hold strong here, keep the game even, and look for their defensive touches.
You.
Here it is. Oh.
Dude, great touch.
So another backhand hit by Grant, and
Dang.
Mayo got a little touch on it, but it shot at Kyle so quick he didn't have time to react and get to it.
And like we said, these teams are making the adjustments for the backhand. Ever since we talked about it, 2 backhand hits, 2 touches.
Yeah,
7-6
that's
second.
true. 7-6
Let's
and
catch one here.
My bad.
a double fault there, so it's 7s
sevens?
going to Kyle. A
Good
great
serve.
wide serve.
Nice set. Oh.
Just take that.
A decent set, and Justin rims it. He's not able to get it back on,
Okay.
so
Just drop that. Yeah.
that gives
Think that was a carry or no?
Columbus
I
the
thought so too.
mini break
When I
going
go
into the
to
last couple points,
yeah, it definitely
18-17.
plays.
Yeah.
8-7.
Oh.
Kyle goes for a righty and gets front rim.
8-7
He's going to
second.
do this lean serve. A good land.
Yeah.
Backhand. Mayo gets the up.
I touched inside.
So Mayo got the up, and Kyle tries to go on 2, and it looks like he hit the net with his hand.
A lot of on 2s as well.
Yeah, we've had a couple on 2s, which is pretty
Yeah.
interesting.
8 all first. Ew, I thought it lipped.
A
I might
great
be wrong.
serve
I
by
don't know.
Grant.
Yeah. Okay.
Serve by
And
Grant.
Alright.
Kyle calls lip, and the observer says
Wasn't
clean,
that weird?
so
Makes
they're going to
sense.
get that. So now we're at 19-18.
Yeah, 9-8.
So at this point, all
My bad, here we go.
Tweeny
Practice.
Weeny needs is one more break, and they're gonna have a good
9-8
good chance of putting this one away.
The right hand. Oh.
What a beautiful serve!
That was
What a
disgusting.
beautiful serve. Grant's able
Here we go.
to get a
All right.
righty ace on Mayo.
2018.
Let's take a look back at that serve,
That
honestly.
was a very pretty serve.
No, yeah, it was
A lip
no,
there
for
by
sure.
Grant. And and Columbus is not only gonna have to hold here, but then turn around and get a
2018
break.
second.
And
Oh.
drop.
It was a good look.
A pretty good look, but hit front rim.
Yeah.
So now we're
Just put it away.
at 19-20, and Mayo's has to
19-20.
get a break here to take game 1.
Yeah, good shot.
Another on
The
2.
selfish on 2 from Grant there.
Another on 2 by Grant. He had a couple that game. So that's it. That's 21-19 for game 1. Akron takes Columbus. Pretty interesting game. We've got a couple on 2s, which was unusual.
Yeah.
And a lot of backhands. Not a crazy amount of rallies. We had one with several possessions, but I was interested to see Akron take that. Were
Yeah.
you surprised?
No, I think Tweeny did their job there, right? Like Grant got his aces. Justin was playing solid. They had a few mistakes, but they made up for it with Grant's serves. And on top of that, I think Mayo and Kyle looked a little flustered. They were playing a little wonky. Like you said, I think Mayo isn't used to setting a lefty.
Yeah.
And so that's why we're seeing all these backhanded shots from both lefties, honestly.
Right. And the interesting thing is that Justin and Tweeny Weenie's an actual team, so Justin and Grant play together. So the lefty setting might be something Justin's more used to.
Yeah.
Mayo and Kyle have played together, or at least I'm sure they do in Columbus. But at the same time, they're not season partners or permanent partners, so Mayo may not be as used to that. But yeah, I mean that was interesting that Akron took that, because I would have thought Columbus would have had the upper hand. But
So, what do you think are some adjustments that Columbus needs to make here to take game 2? Because I would love to see a 3-game series here.
Yeah, a 3-game series would be great. Now, I think that we probably will see that. A couple of the defensive touches that Columbus got, they just they weren't able to get a good second touch on. Mayo got a really nice dig off of a hit that he just has to put up a little bit more. And in this specific situation, it shot right at Kyle. So I think they just got to get a couple more first touches that have potential. And as far as consistency goes in hitting, they look pretty decent. But we'll see what they can do.
I think they just need to calm down, slow the game down a little bit, especially on a lot of those points taken were on twos. I think if they just look for the 1-2-3s and just slow their game down and know that they can play more consistently overall than these guys, they'll come out on top.
All right, so we got some music in the house now for game 2. It's 0-0. Looks like Grant is going to start out to serve to Kyle, and game 2 is underway.
I would love to see Tweeny Weenie come out hot here and start strong and put the pressure on Kyle and Mayo, force them to make plays.
Oh,
yeah.
I need to touch that.
So Kyle puts away.
I got it.
Nice little looper over the Tweeny Weenie.
All right, Justin. Here we go.
Mayo's up to serve, and he had a good one right before this game in warm-up, so let's see how the serving is this game.
Oh,
another on 2
push
from Grant.
It was a good push.
It was a good push, so they were able to convert on that and get the hold. Now Justin's up to serve. His first one is a lefty drop that he can't get on the net. See what he does on 2.
Good up.
Got a good
Oh.
Nice.
All right, so break from Tweeny Weenie early.
Love to see it. The hot start. Justin with a nice up there.
2-1.
Clean put away as well.
Yeah, I honestly don't know how I got that up.
It was interesting right there to see if Mayo got out of
but I was like,
out
that
of
was
the
really
no-hit
close.
zone for that hit. But
Where's the line for you?
I'm honestly not sure if he was.
it was hard to tell, and
One
they
second.
played through it, but it ended up paying off. Another drop there from Justin.
Oh, the spinny set. Oh, Justin just needs to turn and run there.
Yeah, you gotta have someone deep there once you read the set.
Or at least recognize, what the type of hit he's hitting there. A lot
All right.
of chorns, honestly.
Yeah, we got a lot of big hits. So Tweeny Weenie is able to hold there. Justin hits a pretty high ball, and I believe it is 3-2. Grant is serving to Mayo.
3-2 first.
Do you think we're seeing a lot of chorns due to the indefinite hiatus from Chorn Dog?
A little tribute to Chorn in this exhibition matchup. I'm fine with that.
Oh,
All right,
good
we have
up.
a great touch by Grant.
Oh,
we have
come
a
on.
rally here. All right, Justin gets a long touch.
Good drop.
Justin drops it to get the. That was a break. That was a really great rally. We'll take a look back at it. A couple great touches, and then a long conversion from Justin. He got a long touch. Grant gave him a good set, and then no one was short, so Justin dropped it, and they got that break.
Yeah. So
4-2.
Grant's stepping up to serve here, 4-2. Gets a nice clean serve. Kyle with a
Good
clean
backhand.
receive and a good backhand. There it is again, the
Love a good Kyle
backhand.
backhand. He's done it a couple times.
The Buckeye backhand has changed to a hitting stance.
Soccer boy, come
All right, so Mayo's up for his second serve is 3-4.
Nope. Yeah, sorry.
Grant tries to hit on 2, which he's done several times successfully, and then he hits a rim on that one.
I know. Yeah, it was for sure. Yeah.
All right.
My bad.
For sure, rim there.
So 4-4.
Let's go.
little greedy play from Grant, but
Yeah.
it had been paying off. But
It's worked several times, and then all it takes is one time for that not to work, and
Yeah.
you start to change your ways.
get flustered.
All right, got a long touch by Mayo. Let's see what Kyle can do on the set.
Good set, good drop.
A drop by Mayo, and he does the exact same thing that Justin just did to get that last point, which is a long touch, a good set, and the defense is playing too far off the net. All you got to do is dink it on.
Yeah. One of them's got to stay there. Imagine for the short, especially after you just did it to them. You know?
Right, yeah, you got to know there when you're seeing that set come in that you got to put priority on getting that short.
Yeah. They don't
All
have
right, another touch by Mayo. And a chorn. He put it up hard and high.
Yeah,
It's
I love to
working.
see it.
Couple of really big plays by Mayo.
Yeah. He really wants this game too.
I go again. 6-4. Yeah.
6-4. Mayo's first serve is a beautiful.
Push. You.
Oh.
Wow. So that's three breaks in a row by Mayo, I believe.
Yeah, Mayo's got putting on his serve and just playing defense and
Playing great
putting the pressure
defense.
on.
All right, Justin. Let's do it.
There, I think Grant needed to work on his footwork there. He didn't adjust his feet. The set was a little middle, but
This is good.
it was a tough set for Justin to make. So
7-4 verse.
All right, Mayo serve 7-4.
Side. Yep.
Little side pocket. Mayo will take second.
7-4 second.
Good land.
Me.
A great
Great
touch by
touch.
Kyle. Off the net set.
Yes.
Grant gets a long touch. Justin's gonna. Oh, and Justin lays out for it.
Mayo laughs at
he
him.
laid out for it, but he's not able to get a touch on that diving set.
Here we go, Kyle. Good touch.
it was a great touch by Grant. Or Grant was in the correct spot. It was
Right.
good defensive read, but he
A good
needs to
defensive
get that,
read. You just got to
that
get a little
clean
closer
touch.
to the net.
Yeah, for sure.
All right, so now Mayo's second serve is 8-4. Mayo's on a huge run here.
I go.
Gets a little back pocket. I agree with that.
Okay,
Lifts
good,
up.
good.
So
Hey,
now it's
here we go.
5-8.
Here we go. Let's go.
Big run by Columbus. That was
5-8.
absolutely necessary to
Yeah.
send this to 3 games so they can do it.
Backhand. Oh.
A good, quick touch by Justin, but that's just a heart.
Face high.
Grant was going to the right spot to get that touch, and Justin got an up, but
9-5?
getting to that set's pretty difficult.
Yeah, you can't discount the touch from Justin just because you got to take touches where you can get them. So
Yeah.
unfortunate that it worked out that way for Tweeny Weenie.
9-5.
9-5, and second serve is a back pocket.
The saddest.
A little bit of a lazy serve from Kyle. I think
A
he's
little-
getting a little complacent after Mayo carried him through those first
Yeah.
4 points.
Oh, and he's owning it. He's owning it.
No, I thought it was.
And a reverse by Grant, and Kyle is calling lip. And it looks like we're going to redo first on that one because there's a
What happened?
disagreement.
He thought bad. You guys threw that?
I would say redo. Sorry, I wasn't.
Okay, that's fine. You can redo it if you thought it was good. Redo. Yeah. Okay.
So 6-9 first serve.
6-9 first.
Grant gets it lip. Looks like they're nope. I think Kyle was ready to play it, but Mayo didn't quite get the touch that Kyle wanted.
I
So
mean, kinda. Okay.
9-6 second.
No, 6-9.
My bad. 6-9.
6-9 second. Grant serve. He drops it. Mayo gets to it, and Kyle goes on 2.
Another on
I'm telling
2.
you, all these gentlemen serve and these drops, they just leave open a lot of space to have hits on 2.
Yeah.
Grant's done it a couple times, and now Kyle's done it as well.
An interesting thing I'm not seeing either is after they go for the gentleman drops.
Wow, so that was an interesting play, and I'm not even sure if Mayo was inside
tried to push you into
the
it.
7 foot to get
Sorry,
the
Justin. I think I carried that.
touch
Yeah,
there.
touched you a lot. Here we go.
7-10.
So 7-10, Akron serve, Kyle receives. A high hit by Kyle, so we got a defensive touch.
Yeah.
See if Kyle can put it away. A great body.
Oh, smart play by
drop
Justin.
by Justin.
My bad, Mail.
I mean,
Another on 2, scoring.
What a shoulder touch by Grant. We'll probably take a look at that again. It was that's a touch that you don't get very often, and you love it when you do.
Electing to play this one. Oh, Justin's almost there. He gets
Yeah,
a,
Justin
gets a
got
good touch.
close there.
Or not
Yeah.
that's a good read, but not quite.
You go run. You just go run. It's fine.
11-8. Yeah.
All right, 11-8. So Columbus has got a good chunk of lead going
11-8.
into the back half of this game.
No.
See if they can hold on to it, play consistent to close it.
11-8.
Kyle leans forward for this serve and lifts up.
Pockets.
Sitting lucky for Kyle.
So, Tweeny Weenie, if they want to come back, gonna have to look to Grant to get some of those big aces that he got in game 1, and maybe some of the touches Justin's been getting this game.
Yeah.
But they need to work on converting the touch. I think is the big thing for them this game so far. Is they've been there for most of them, but they just don't get
No, I don't think so.
a great touch or a great set back to the net, right? Or the touch is way off. So I think that'll be a big factor coming into the rest of this game.
Yeah, for sure. And I think that they called that serve bad. It was kind of hard to tell exactly what happened, but it's now 12-10.
Good reverse from Mayo. Smart drop by Justin.
And a drop there by Justin. Man, we've seen a lot of times where the defense has both gone long.
Yeah.
And there's been wide open drops. So now it's 10-12. I would correct myself. Justin serve to Mayo.
10-12 second.
The drop there. A great touch by Grant, and Justin's all the way on the other side of the net and isn't able to make a run at it, but a really good up. If they can get a couple more of those and convert on just one or two of them, they're back in this game. All right, we got a pocket there. Kyle's second serve. We'll see if he does the 1 foot lean. I think he will. He doesn't. He stays back.
Oh, come on.
So right there, Mayo had a chance at defensive touch, and this is just my opinion. Call me critical if you will, but I don't think Mayo was willing to put the effort into that touch that he needed to. I think he read it. He was 100% there. He just wasn't willing to put the effort into it.
Yeah, I agree. It was a tough look. He thought maybe Kyle wasn't all the way there or something, but he could have committed a little bit more and maybe got a touch higher up for Kyle to get to.
But as it goes right now, if Columbus just holds out for the rest of this game, they'll be in good shape.
Yeah, definitely.
Mayo's up to serve.
We'll see if Mayo can get another run going for Columbus here. Good serve. Great receive.
Yeah, it was
Never mind.
a low back pocket. I expected him to play it, but I agree with the call.
Yeah.
4-1, and
Great
Mayo
call.
rims that, so 2-4, end up paying off for Tweeny Weenie, and now Justin is up to serve.
So unfortunately,
That's a very unique situation. I'm surprised that Columbus is actually taking that way.
well, unfortunately, you can hit the ball as much as you want on the first touch, and then call it bad after the ball is dead.
Right, correct. So
he just waited to see what happened, and then
Mayo had a quick touch that went right back on the net and says nothing was ever called. Technically, Columbus gets the point there.
Gets to
So
take it.
a very unique situation that happens almost never. And
nice
now
drop from Grant there.
Grant gets a drop, so that's one break for them. So
4-5.
we're sitting at 14-15, and Grant has a chance here to go on a little run and get some aces. Let's see what he does.
Yeah. This is around the time Grant started getting aces in the last game as well, so
Yeah.
maybe this is just, he clutches up and gets ready to win.
Let's see what he does on second. Got a little lip. So
Fortunately,
it's now 16-14. So really one break in the next couple points gets Akron back in it and either send it to extras or potentially take it if they can play big for the remainder of this game.
Definitely. And they're starting to show some signs of life as well. They've made a couple good plays in the back half here. Oh,
What a
good
touch
bowl.
by Mayo. And a long high hit from Mayo to take that break. That was a huge play. Great defensive touch and great finish.
And also just huge in the moment of the game, right?
Right. A super critical time.
Up
Got
late.
lit by Mayo.
Oh, good catch. 7-4,
Double faults.
Double fault.
Good try. Here we go. You're fine. Here you go, Justin.
So I believe now it's 15-17.
5-7.
Justin up to serve.
Carry.
I roll off like that.
He hits either the rim or the pocket there.
5-7 second.
Lands the second one. And a big hit by Mayo. And Justin was close there to get that touch,
Yeah.
but didn't quite make it happen.
But just clinical play from Columbus there. Just the nice, easy 1-2-3. I love to see it, especially after all the 1-2s earlier in this game.
Wow, so another break by Columbus. So it looks like we're probably going to be headed to a game 3 here. Great serve by Kyle. Grant not able to land the hit back on. So
9-5.
Kyle's having a little fun with it now.
Yeah, he is. You love to see it. Love to see a good smile on Kyle's
Lean
face.
forward.
Oh,
Kyle
God.
gets rim. So 6-9. So it would take a significant effort serving here from Grant to get them back in this game.
And if you're 20 Wheaton, this is who you want serving for you.
Oh, absolutely.
You absolutely want Grant serving.
So a good touch by Mayo. He was surprised he wanted to play it, but Kyle
19 second.
decides not to, so we got a drop. Oh, and that's a situation where you got to close on that. If you're Tweeny Weenie, they Kyle split them perfectly, and they didn't quite close fast enough to get that defensive touch.
One of the things I think that Tweeny Weenie needs to think about is if they're going for the
A
gentlemen's, they need to start thinking about bodying more, closing down the space, like you said.
So circus serve from Mayo on the first hit.
No.
And Grant drops it to Kyle. And Kyle, again, as we saw earlier, is unable to get a pretty easy touch that you got to think would probably convert. So a drop here from Justin. A great touch by Grant.
Nice set.
And then a put away by Grant. A strong put away. So now we're looking at 18-20. So unlikely here that Grant can get, or Justin can get 2 breaks, but that's what he'll need.
18-20.
Oh, and a big ace.
A big ace by Justin. Beautiful serve. So
Let's take a look back at that one. This could be the comeback that they need.
This could be a pretty key serve. So now 19-20, and we're dealing with Justin's second serve. So he's got.
Do you go for it, or do you go gentleman's?
You got to put it on here and play some defense, and he does. He does a drop. See if they can get a touch, and they
do.
Grant
Got
gets a touch.
Good set.
And Grant puts it away.
Great
What
play
a
from
touch
Grant
by
with the
Grant.
body up.
What a serve, or what a set by Justin, and a put away by Grant. So now we're looking at 20s.
And Tweeny Weenie, just like
Tweeny
that,
Weenie.
straight back
And
into it.
And we thought it was going to be Grant's serving and breaks that got him. It was actually Justin. So here we are at 20s.
Good mail.
And Tweeny Weenie has a chance to keep up the momentum.
Another drop.
A drop.
Oh, the backhand.
Oh.
That was a good
So
read by
Mayo's
them, though.
backhand. Justin got a hand on it, and then Grant wasn't able to react quick enough. That's a tough one.
play.
21-20.
But, now they're right back into this game, and that's where they wanted to be, obviously.
Man, that was a huge run by Justin. I didn't think they were going to make it happen, and they did.
Yeah.
All right.
Good play, good play.
Good play. So now we're at 21s, and here we are. Grant serving at 21s. We saw him go on a 2-ace break earlier, and he used his righty. So let's see what he does here.
Goes for the lefty drop. Big step.
I go around.
All right. Second serve, 21s.
Everything's right. Okay.
1 second.
He goes for the drop.
Oh.
And then Kyle just puts a big hit way out there.
Although they
in the
didn't get the up
distance.
there, I like that defense better than what they've been doing for the most part. Right, Grant came in to put the pressure on Kyle and force him to hit a good shot. Whereas before they were kind of just both backing up and letting the drop be open.
All right, so a chance to end it here for Columbus. Oh, but a
Good
beautiful touch by Justin and a drop. And he's able to stay out of the no-hit zone. He had to do a little dancing to stay out of it there.
Oh, and it looks
he
like he
doesn't.
stepped in. No, how tragic.
That's a hard way to lose a game right there, given the amazing defensive play and the fact that Justin was really trying to dance around and stay out of that circle, and he couldn't quite do it.
Yeah.
So, man, Columbus takes game 2, and that one we had a little more interesting action there because Columbus got up early and played some good around net, and then Justin led Akron to a late comeback, and then they had a couple chances to get a few more breaks that they didn't, but a pretty exciting late effort from Akron.
Yeah,
to
definitely.
to almost close that.
You got to think if you're Columbus, that's sticking in the back of your head, right? They got a little complacent and maybe take it a little too easy on a couple serves or so, and let them climb back into this game.
Yeah.
If you're Akron, although that was defeating, like you lost that game, you're coming in like, dude, we can win this easily.
Right.
We were down 3 points.
They were down, I believe it was 17-20, and then Justin got 2 breaks in a row to make it 20-20.
Yep.
After they held. So, if you have the confidence that you can get breaks late like they did, then this could be interesting game 3.
What do you think that, Columbus has to do to stay strong here and finish it out?
I mean, what they started out with in game 2 was pretty nice, especially with Kyle serving and some of the defensive touches. So I think you just have to take the first half of that game, forget the second half, and concentrate on what you did right. All right, so game 3 here. Grant serving to start out to Kyle, and let's see what happens.
0-0 first.
Good drop out of
A
Grant
great
there. Starts
drop.
off with a break.
Great drop by Grant.
Here we go.
If you're Kyle, you just got to shake that one off.
You gotta
Think about
shake
it
it off.
like you just served.
Can't be good.
Interesting swinging out of Grant there. He's laughing about it.
himself. All right, a drop. Mayo gets a touch.
Oh.
And a bad hit by Mayo, and Justin's able to put it away. So that's a
Yeah, no, my bad.
two-break
I said-
start for Tweeny Weenie.
Here we go.
You love to see it.
2 okay.
Tweeny Weenie's coming out hot. Hopefully they can keep this pressure up all game long, and that will lead to good things for them.
Ew.
Oh
my
my!
goodness.
Let's look back at that serve. What a reverse out of
Heck of a
Grant.
reverse cut by Grant.
What we got?
Get a little slow-mo action on that.
Absolutely
Heck of a-
destroys Kyle.
All right, chill out.
Bro, that's the best serve I've hit in like forever.
That's a humiliating moment as a serve receiver. I think anyone who has faced a good reverse cut knows how hard of a moment that is to recognize how much you got wrecked.
Yeah.
1-3 first.
Nothing you can do but give them the thumbs up.
So 1-3, a pretty significant deficit for Columbus going into their first serve in this game.
Oh,
Oh,
smart.
and Mayo got a quick touch. Let's see if Justin
Goes for the
gets-
chorn. Doesn't quite get it over, though.
You go.
All right, another defensive possession.
My bad.
Wow, so Justin's unable to put it away.
Man, I really
and
thought it was over.
Mayo puts a push right into Tweeny Weenie and 4-1.
You're serving. You go through.
I
You go
just
through.
hit
You go
it
through.
straight out.
I know, that's
I'm
why
like
I don't like that.
Slipping. My bad.
We're fine.
Such a
Here we go.
Let's clean it up.
So Mayo's stepping up.
I go around. Okay, 2-3 first.
2-3.
Mayo serving 2-3 second serve. Gets a nice put on serve. Grant with a clean set. Oh, but Justin
grabs the
hooks the
net.
net. So these are the kind of things you don't want to see if you're Tweeny Weenie, right? You get the breaks,
Right.
and now you're making the mistakes.
Oh, he's spin fire.
Fire in the booth.
Get the breaks, but still make the mistakes.
You hate to see it.
Big bars.
I go around.
All right, good serve by Mayo. See if Grant can put it away. And a little backhand flick, a little backhand drop. So that was crucial for Tweeny Weenie to get that possession back, but a pretty
I
rough,
gotta read that.
rough way to drop a couple points after getting a super good start.
Yeah, definitely. You gotta think
A
Zach.
great serve by
Efron.
Justin.
No.
And a rim by Kyle. So there's another break
going.
by Tweeny Weenie.
Yeah.
And a striking, absolutely striking resemblance to Zach Efron out here, Justin Barr.
You gotta think it gives him a little. Oh,
Gives him a little bit of confidence, certainly.
Yeah. He's getting his head in the game, honestly.
Yeah, you got to think if you look that much like Zach Efron, you're playing with a little bit of swag.
Yeah.
At least I
I gotta
am.
keep going.
Him and Kyle are in this, or him and Grant are in this together.
All good.
Absolutely.
4-5.
Oh,
Oh,
good
nice serve,
by
but a
Kyle.
good body by
Good
Grant.
recovery set. Let's see what they can do here.
Tweeny Weenie's just gotta play defense.
Oh,
Oh, touch.
great up by Grant. Oh, we got a great play here. Mayo gets set.
No, come on.
Yes.
Wow,
What
what
a
play.
rally.
We got to take a look back at that. That was a beautiful rally. A couple great defensive touches.
Yeah, 6-4.
What I love is that Tweeny Weenie had tough touches and like tough sets, but they kept getting the ball back on, right? They weren't looking
Right.
for the winner shot. They were just trying to play defense on the next touch.
And then finally they get one where they can put it away.
Yeah.
Great play. 6-4.
Oh, carry.
Another
Grant looks for another reverse ace.
And Kyle's going to call a pocket on that.
Oh, he called carry on himself.
Kyle called carry on himself. So now it's 7-4. A good drop, but a good get by Mayo. And he puts it high and hard.
Okay, I'm still holding
And get that.
Chorns it.
5-7.
All right, Tweeny Weenie's looking to hold and try and stop any breaks that Columbus is looking for here. If they can just keep holding, it looks like Grant and Justin are both heating up in this game
Stay
3.
up right now.
At this point with the momentum shift, I would be surprised to see Columbus be able to come back and win
I
this.
go.
Given what we saw at the end of last game,
Yeah.
and the way this game has gone so far, I don't know if Columbus is going to be able to make the effort to bring
A5.
it back.
Yeah, I agree. Good jam out of Justin there.
And a rim here on
I
Collins.
get over.
No,
I
that's
see
a good
over.
No?
A little more.
No,
Yep,
there was
rim.
a rim. So another break.
9-5.
If you're Columbus, you have to start thinking about timeout here and trying to recollect your thoughts, right? Just because you're making mistakes that you shouldn't be making,
Absolutely.
and things are not going your way. So it might be good to take a reset. But since they got this next point, we'll see how things go.
So now it's 6-9.
6-9.
Pocket serve out of Kyle.
Pocket by Kyle.
You think he goes for the lean serve here?
I think he's going
6-9.
to, a little lean forward and a great front pocket lean.
Carry on, so yeah.
Yep,
All right.
I agree with that.
Carry gets called on Justin. So that's one break
Yeah,
of many that they're going to need to get back into it.
yeah, definitely.
7-9.
But it's a start, right? They're making
Back pocket.
when you're the team making mistakes and down, you know, seeing the other team make a mistake gives you a little bit of hope, right?
Gives you a little boost. So 7-9. A big hit on 2 by Grant.
And Grant didn't want any of that. He wanted to stop the run there.
Just not a chance of getting touched.
10-7?
Yeah.
10-7 first.
All right, 10-6. 10-7.
10-7 second.
Grant tries to drop on the second one and catches
Fine,
front
man.
runner.
Let's go from
I'm going to keep doing that.
So he will he'll get that up, and it is now 8-10. Mayo serve. Let's see what he can do.
10 first.
He doesn't even catch rim. He catches the leg on that one.
8-10.
He catches.
There you go.
Good land.
Yeah.
So
Good focus out of Tweeny Weenie just to
This is good.
put the ball away and get the ball back into their hands.
11-8.
11-8.
Good luck. I like that.
a drop on first serve by Justin, and he's not able to get it on the net. Let's see what he does
Second.
in second. Another drop.
Oh, good
great
touch.
by Grant.
Oh, I'm so sorry. Good touch.
And
Great touch, Grant.
Justin, it looks like
Should get down.
jams Grant a little bit on that set.
Look like he was searching for the left hand there. Really wanted to get it to Grant's strong hand, and
Yeah.
unfortunately just came across Grant's body
But
in
a
an
heck,
awkward
of a
spot.
heck of a touch by Grant. You love to see those ups.
Definitely.
A drop by Kyle, and it barely comes off the net.
Yeah.
Carry. No.
100%.
And a carry is called on Kyle or on
12-9.
Mayo.
Interesting. I didn't think there was a
I
carry
didn't see
there.
that either.
12-9
Yeah,
first.
yeah. So it's 12-9 now. This is going to take, again, this is going to take a very unlikely effort from Columbus to get back into this game.
Yeah.
Kyle drops it there.
It was like I couldn't see it. Like, it's not
If you're Columbus, you gotta start thinking the mental battle and trying to fight through the mistakes, right? And
Great
oh,
serve,
but
dude.
A
and
great drop by Mayo, and it was close to that side pocket over there, but I don't know if it got it. So that's one break of only a couple more that they need to
Yeah.
get back in it.
strong serve out of him there,
Good hit.
but a great hit out of Justin.
backhand.
That's too good. You okay?
I think that's the first time we've seen Justin backhand today, which is kind of crazy because everyone else.
Everyone else, especially the two lefties, and that's part of hitting as a lefty is
Yeah.
you either have to get really good at your righty or really good at your backhand, because if you're playing mashups, you're going to be getting a lot of sets that are to your
Definitely.
your non-dominant hand.
And Grant and Kyle are two guys that play a lot of mashups.
You know, righty. He's righty though.
All right,
I'm going for Mayo.
we got another hit on 2. It's been a pretty constant theme of this match, of this series.
12-13.
12-13, Kyle serve. He goes for a lefty, and they call side pocket on that.
Kind of crazy. I feel like he got a good touch there. I really
Yeah.
looked to play it.
So lean forward serve on Kyle. It's clean.
Yeah.
And Kyle goes for the track down. He gets a good touch. Mayo puts up a set. And a great on, high and far from Kyle. Let's see what Justin can do.
Oh, come on.
Mayo's unable to get a good hand. He reads it. He was right there. We're going to take another look at that play. What do you think about it, Zach?
Unfortunately, Kyle lost his footing there. You know, he had a good play, and you heard him yell as he was going down, and he was disappointed. He got a good on, but Justin read it very well and just got to make a play, you know?
14 seconds.
Oh,
Good
what a
body
body
by
up from Grant.
And a
Grant puts it
strong
away.
hit
And
from
that,
Justin's
I
body
like-
set.
I really
that hurts at
Don't
this
hit
point in the
hard.
match if
Yeah.
you're Columbus. So Akron, a heck of an up by Grant. And Akron is looking pretty. They're sitting pretty going into the last bit of this match.
Definitely. And if you're Columbus, you hate to see it. You slip and fall, and then Akron just gets its sweet play against you. You know,
Yeah.
really looking doubtful here for Columbus. But just like we saw in Game 2, I think Kyle or Mayo could both pop off in the end and try and bring them back.
It's 3-5.
You also had me on that one.
And the deficit isn't even as large as it was in Game 2 either, so it's definitely a possibility.
Oh, a great,
great
touch.
head up. And
Oh,
then
a
body
great
by
touch
Grant.
by Grant. Let's see if he can get it on. He does. Kyle gets a short pickup. Another lip.
And a
a
great
put-away
push.
by
I'm
Grant.
literally the worst player.
You had so many opportunities there. Let's look at that play again. You have so many opportunities right there if you're Columbus to finish that play, and you just can't close it on any of them.
Yeah.
And that hurts when you're trying to get a break any way you possibly can. So
Yeah.
back to Akron serve. It's 6-3. Justin serving to Kyle, and you're getting into crunch time here when it
Yeah.
comes to how much time you have left to get breaks.
Here's where the points really start to matter. Each one, you know.
We both.
Another backhand by Kyle. We love to see it.
Let's get a big hold here, guys. Let's play.
4-6.
I'd love to see Kyle start going for a little bit more serves here.
No.
Okay, here we go, Justin.
All right, 4-6 second.
Got
And a
him.
great
Got him.
drop by Kyle. He stays, keeps his
That's
momentum
so
out of the
big.
circle.
All right.
That 1 foot lean in.
5-6. Dude, that's so
So
bad.
5-6. They're still very much in it here.
Yep.
5-6.
It was a good break for Kyle.
And a great serve. Let's see what they do with it.
Even better receive, though.
Hey,
Grant
so I
just
think
calmly handles it.
Grant handles it and puts it away hard. I think you got to get someone on the other side of that net quicker than they did. Kyle
Yeah.
kind of runs in there at the very end, but it's just not soon enough, and they didn't play preemptive defense.
Like we were talking about with Queenie, right? When you're going for that second serve and you know it's going to be a bit of a softer one, you need to get somebody in there to put the pressure on. And that's
Right.
what Queenie's been doing, and it's been working out for them great. I'd love to see Columbus start doing that, especially because both of them are capable of bodying the ball
Right.
and have done so well already.
Hey, one more. Yeah, let's go right here. Let's get in this. I go. 6-7.
6-7 first.
6-7, Mayo serve. He drops it. He gets
great
Justin on the
drop
drop,
from
so
Mayo.
it's 7-7. A big break for Columbus. Let's see what they can do.
I honestly don't know where. 7?
7-7.
Good set from Justin.
And then Grant rips it again super hard. And Allie Foster's in the
Just a
house.
good hit. Let's get a break here. Just a good hit.
8-7.
Justin serve.
Maybe got. I'm staying here.
Yeah. 7 second.
Justin's second service drop, and it catches a
It
little
was very
back
close,
pocket.
but it definitely came off the back of the net. I thought
Good call from Kyle there, I believe.
18s? Yeah.
18s. Let's get close here in game 3. Kyle goes for the drop. Can't get it on the net.
I thought it was bad. Actually.
18 second.
The lane serve from Kyle. Goes for the drop,
Another
though.
drop.
You got it. Come on, come on.
Oh,
Good
and
spot.
Mayo doesn't quite have the defensive positioning.
You're good, you're good.
Yeah,
He
he-
read the right general direction, but Justin pulls it a little more than pushes it, and Mayo can't quite get a hand on that.
yeah, just overruns it just a tad.
All right, 9-8, second serve by Grant. He puts it on.
Good pull.
Great
Good
hit by
spot
Mayo.
by Mayo.
Splits the defense there on that hit.
Hey, just pull one. Or me, I'll pull
Nines.
one.
Yeah, you just put one on. Here you go.
Okay.
Yeah, okay, nines.
9s first.
19s, Mayo to serve.
No.
Goes for the
Goes
drop.
the drop.
Just
Catches
clipped.
a little bit
Oh.
of little bit of rim there.
Drops are OP.
Drops really are OP when we're playing on Mash.
9 second.
Nice serve.
All right, they called back pocket on that. I think I agree.
I agree
That's
as
my
well.
call, that's fine. That's
So it's
my
20 to
call.
19,
Here you go.
and one break here does it for Tweeny Weenie.
Justin wanted it. Justin wanted to end it right there.
Okay.
Justin catches the back pocket, his
19
second
seconds.
serve. He's dropped as he has most of the day.
Grant goes for the body. Oh.
Yeah, please.
Really close defense there. They're not seeing anyone
Yes,
long
like,
at all.
I'm
They're
so
both
much better
right
with
on
my
the net.
backhand for sure.
Which I think has been
Little
working
late,
out,
but-
right?
Yeah, it has for them
20s?
because they've gotten some good
Yeah,
bodies.
20s.
So it's
Yeah.
20 to 20. Kyle serve.
Uh,
A lip on that
Good
first
call.
serve.
Let's go, Justin.
Hey, put a hard one on.
20s.
Drop there by Kyle. Let's see what they do with
You
it.
got it. Yeah, come on.
Mayo
Good
gets a
touch by Mayo.
Good set by Kyle.
Come on.
And a put
Oh.
away. Justin gets a body, but it's in the wrong direction. So right there, Columbus goes up the mini break. It's 21 to 20. They just need one more now to close it.
And this is the first game we've had in extras today. In
Uh,
game 3, it couldn't be better, you know? Love extra round net.
21-20.
Kyle's good fakes.
Yeah, and it lips up a little bit. So that's going to
Hey,
be
just put it on.
second serve. See if he leans
21-20.
in. He might go for the drop here. He goes for the hard
No,
serve.
for him, I thought.
And
Yeah.
that
Was
close.
that rim?
I couldn't see.
Wow, and Columbus pulls it out in the
Wow.
very end there.
Let's redo it, let's
Wow,
redo it.
great
No,
touches
they're
by.
redoing it. They're redoing
What
it.
are we doing?
They're redoing it. So there was a controversial rim hit there. So they're going to go to first serve here at 21-20.
21-20 first. No, that's dumb.
So we got some more round net. We thought we were done.
Round
Here we
it,
are.
extra
So
round it. You love to see it.
Kyle's going to lean forward on this serve. He goes for the drop, and he can't quite get it on. Calls a carry on himself.
I was gonna say it looked like.
So it's 21s. Grant up to serve. Getting real interesting.
Oh, and Kyle
Grant drops it.
No.
Kyle dives for it and just smacks the ground. Absolutely
Billy
smacks
flop.
the ground.
2-1. 2-1.
So one break here for Akron wins it. I had a feeling that Grant was going to go for a reverse there to try to end it with a bang.
Hit it with an exclamation point.
No, it's good.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
If I was there-
okay, my bad.
Man,
I
so
think it just caught the net very
an
late.
unfortunate situation there where Grant calls it bad when he probably could have gotten a touch on it. So it's 22s. Mayo served to Grant. Let's see what we have here.
Oh, that was almost
He goes for a pretty
insane.
killer angle. Doesn't quite get it on net. Second serve.
Goes for the not quite gentleman's, but
So Grant has a nice finish there, and Mayo starts to see it at the very end, but doesn't get there quite in time. So it's 23-22.
second serve out of Justin here.
Justin's serve is second. He's been dropping on second serve, and he does that again there.
Oh, dang.
Wow.
Just stays into Kyle.
Quick
Grant.
touch by
Someone
Grant.
went for it immediately, though.
Quick touch by Grant, and they're not able to get that back on.
3-3.
So 23 is Kyle's serve.
Good serve out
A
of
wide
Kyle.
left.
Weird set, but
Wow, a
gets
quick
there.
on. And Columbus gets him another break. So we're back to 24-23.
a lot of lead changes
A
here
lot
late,
of lead changes in the end. It's been pretty crazy.
making it quite exciting. Oh, that was a great
a
serve.
great righty serve from Kyle. And
But
Grant puts it away. Mayo is in the right position, just isn't able to get it up on it.
Grant just nom that serve.
If you don't have a killer serve receive, that's going to close a game because that was a heck of a serve. But Grant handles it pretty well.
Grant just eats.
Here we go.
Grant stepping up to
Grant's second serve.
Looking for the body, you can already tell. Come on.
Oh, a heck of a body.
slippage.
Grant's getting body up after body up, and it's resulted in a couple breaks right there. Justin's not able to get to it for the second.
Yeah. Eventually it's going to get there for him, though. Kyle's got to start thinking about changing up his hit.
I have much respect right now for Tweeny Weenie out here in tank tops. It's a little chilly. There's a little wind, and the sun's going down, and Tweeny Weenie's out here acting like they're on the beach. All right.
Oh, my God.
Mayo gets a touch
Mayo
on
gets a touch. Kyle just can't stay on his feet. Oh, my gosh.
It looked like for a second that Mayo gave up on that, and then he realized that he still had a chance to get it. And Mayo's just got to put that one pretty close to the net. That's a good opportunity to get a good touch, and he can't do it. A
Classic
great serve by
Spikeball.
Justin. A great touch by Justin. He stops the momentum of the ball. But again, on this close defense that Akron's playing, a lot of their bodies are not controllable, so they're not able to get. They're getting first touches, but nothing more.
Good serve out of Kyle, but Grant handles it well, but the set just wasn't quite there.
That's a game 17-15 or 27-25 to close game 3. Columbus takes it over Akron.
Man, what a series. Are you surprised by the ending there?
I predicted that Columbus was going to win, but halfway through the series, I actually thought Akron was going to pull it out. So
Me as well. Even going into the end of game 3, I thought Akron still had it.
all right, so we're getting a little picture here with the two teams, but that was really interesting. I love the fact that it was the kind of the two major hubs of Ohio playing against each other. So
What do you think were some of the things that led to Columbus winning there?
while
While we take a look back at some of this footage.
yeah, there's a couple really great plays and things that happened, but there's so many things that Akron did well that I'm honestly a little surprised by the outcome. Just because Akron had some really great, Grant especially had some great body ups. They had some great touches, but the consistency factor that we talked about at the beginning did have a lot to do with the end of the game and Columbus being able to close it in some tight points at the end of the game where it could have gone either way, and it just comes down at that point to who is consistently going to put serves on and finish rallies.
Yeah, definitely. And even, like you're saying, the consistency, right? Like Grant and Justin were all over the ball. They were getting body ups left and right, just not being able to convert. And then in the end, it's a mistake that wins the game for Columbus, you know? And that's something that hurts for Akron after getting all those touches and not being able to convert, right?
Yeah.
Dang. Well,
overall, a really great series. It's fun to see two of the major playing areas in Ohio go against each other. Mayo, Kyle, Grant, and Justin all played a good series, and it was fun to watch, fun to commentate.
Thanks for coming and watching this, guys. Hope you enjoyed watching the PRA Exhibition Match, Battle of Columbus. Hopefully we'll see you next time. Thanks.
Peace.
Hey, how do I stop this?
Space bar.